major study in the United States revealed a chilling truth. Out of every 10 seniors entering a nursing home, 4 become noticeably weaker within just 1 year. 40%. That number is not just a statistic. Behind each percentage point is a face, a life, a father, a mother. They were once strong, walking on their own, caring for themselves. Yet within 12 months in a nursing home, they grew frail, their memory faded, and their spirit flickered like a candle struggling against the wind. Why does this happen? It's not because of a lack of medicine. It's not because nurses neglect them. The reasons are invisible but devastating. Loneliness, factory-style meals stripped of warmth, restrictions on movement, and the heavy feeling of being left behind. Picture this. A 75-year-old woman enters a nursing home sharp and lively, still able to tell her grandchildren stories of her youth. But after a year, her gaze grows distant, her memory slipping away. What steals it is not disease, but the absence of family laughter, the long silences in a small room. Geriatric doctors have long warned. Living in loneliness shortens life expectancy as severely as smoking 15 cigarettes a day. Yet few of us stop to consider that sometimes our very decisions may unknowingly push our parents into that downward spiral. 40% is not just a figure in a study. It is an alarm bell. It reminds us that love and family presence can be more powerful than medicine or facilities. Because one phone call, one shared meal, one smile can keep our parents standing tall, rather than becoming part of that 40%. Many people believe that once in a nursing home, their parents will receive proper meals, perhaps even healthier than at home. But reality often tells another story. In many nursing homes, meals are designed like an assembly line. Quick, uniform, cost-saving. A senior's lunch might consist of a thin bowl of soup, a few slices of white bread, a small piece of cold meat, and boxed juice. At first glance, it looks adequate. But in truth, it lacks the very nutrients older bodies need most. Quality protein, fiber, vitamins, omega-3s, and essential minerals. A nationwide survey showed that more than 35% of seniors in nursing homes suffer from malnutrition, with nearly 20% in severe states. That number is not just alarming, it's a warning. For seniors, malnutrition doesn't just mean weight loss. It means weakened immunity, higher infection risks, slow wound healing, memory loss, mental fatigue, and even greater danger of stroke, heart disease, and dementia. Even more troubling is the way meals are handled. In many facilities, staff have only 20 to 30 minutes to serve dozens of residents. Elderly people eat slowly, chew carefully, but they're rushed to finish. The result? They eat little, eat poorly, or skip meals altogether. And when meals become mere procedure, their joy and soul vanish too. At home, a simple meal might include just soup and vegetables, but it carries laughter, conversation, and familiarity. In nursing homes, food often arrives on cold trays, portioned the same for everyone, with none of the warmth of family. Think about it. When was the last time you sat down for a meal with your parents? Sometimes, a humble home-cooked dinner, a bowl of soup, a plate of fish, is the best nourishment they could ever receive. Perhaps one of the most dangerous invisible illnesses in nursing homes is loneliness. During the day, residents may appear to socialize, while watching TV, playing cards, attending group activities. But at night, when doors close, Many face a heartbreaking emptiness, no one by their side. Scientists have proven loneliness can shorten life expectancy just as much as smoking 15 cigarettes a day. For older adults, it raises risks of stroke, heart attacks, depression, and memory loss. In nursing homes, parents may have comfortable beds, clean rooms, and plenty of medicine, but they lack the most important thing: family presence. One elderly woman once shared through tears, "Here, I have everything, except the one thing I need most. Hearing Mum every morning." Imagine an 80-year-old man, once surrounded by the noise of children and grandchildren, now sitting in silence within cold walls. No family meals, no children running around his legs. Only the ticking clock and fading memories remain. Geriatric psychiatrists in America have warned depression rates in nursing homes are double those of seniors living with family. And depression is not just sadness. It slows the heart, drops blood pressure, weakens the immune system, and accelerates aging itself. At this age, sometimes a phone call, a visit, or a simple hug holds more healing power than the most expensive supplements. That is the true medicine no nursing home can ever replace. Do you want me to continue translating the next part of your text in this same tone, keeping it suitable for your Golden 60 Plus channel? Did you know that for older adults, movement is not just about exercising muscles, but truly the key to keeping life flowing? One slow step, one gentle stretch, one walk around the garden. All of these are like sparks of electricity that activate the heart, brain, lungs, and even the spirit. Yet in many nursing homes, this simple act becomes a luxury. Most residents spend 18 to 20 hours a day either sitting or lying down. There are many reasons. Staff are overwhelmed, space is limited, and safety rules restrict free movement. Slowly, their bodies become like forgotten machines, rusting away day by day. Researchers at Harvard once warned, just 2 weeks of reduced activity can cause seniors to lose up to 25% of their muscle strength. Weaker muscles mean a skyrocketing risk of falls and fractures. And once confined to bed, the downward spiral begins. Less movement, weaker body, even less movement, complete frailty. Picture an elderly man who, upon entering the nursing home, could still walk the courtyard every morning. But after just a few months confined to a 200-square-foot room, his once steady legs grow shaky, and soon he depends on a wheelchair. It's not only the body that suffers. The mind does too. Experts call movement nature's antidepressant. Physical activity releases endorphins and serotonin, the happiness hormones. But when confined within 4 walls, without sunlight or mobility, these hormones vanish. One geriatric doctor once said, "I've seen many older patients enter nursing homes still strong, able to care for themselves. But after 6 months, they decline rapidly, not because of illness, but because they were no longer allowed to live and move as before." Old age is not just a number. Being able to walk a few steps, stretch one's arms, that is life itself. When movement is taken away, lifespan is quietly cut short day after day. In nursing homes, our parents may be cared for by nurses, aides, and dedicated staff. But look deeper. Most of that care is carried out by procedure, not by heart. One worker may be responsible for 10 or even 15 residents. Their time is measured in minutes. distribute medicine, take blood pressure, change clothes, clean rooms. Everything is quick, neat, precise. But something is often missing: human warmth. A senior doesn't just need a full meal. They need someone to sit down and ask, "Did you enjoy your food? Do you feel better today?" An 80-year-old mother doesn't just need pills on time. She needs a hand to hold, a caring glance, a smile that tells her she's still loved. In the busy routine of nursing homes, these simple gestures often fade away. Residents become patients or cases rather than parents or grandparents wrapped in the embrace of family. A study from the University of California revealed that seniors who regularly receive affection from family members have immune systems 30% stronger than those who feel forgotten. That means one hug, one kind word, one afternoon of conversation can be more effective than the most expensive supplements. And here's something heartbreaking. Many seniors in nursing homes choose silence. They don't want to complain, afraid of burdening their children or troubling the staff. So they hold it inside, suffering alone. That silence, day by day, eats away at both body and spirit. If you feel a sense of empathy right now, leave a message for your parents or grandparents in the comments below. Your words may become comfort for thousands living the same reality. Perhaps one of the most painful truths about nursing homes is not disease, but the rapid fading of memory. At first, residents may still recall the names of their grandchildren and share stories of their youth. But after just 1 or 2 years, many begin to confuse dates, forget details, and sometimes fail to recognize familiar faces. Why does this happen so quickly? The brain, especially in old age, needs constant stimulation. Conversation, problem solving, small daily tasks, and familiar routines. Yet, in nursing homes, most of these activities disappear. Their schedules run like clockwork. Meals at fixed times, medicine at fixed times, bedtime at fixed times, safe perhaps. But such monotony puts the brain into hibernation. No more grocery shopping, no more cooking, no more tending the garden, no more storytelling with grandchildren. And so, the mind gradually loses its agility. One US study found that seniors in nursing homes have a 50% higher risk of dementia than those living with family or in active community. One elderly woman once said, "Here, I don't have to think about anything. But because I don't have to think, my mind grows emptier. I fear the day I forget even my daughter's name." That single sentence has brought many to tears. Because memory is not just about the past. It is the thread connecting us to the present, to our loved ones, and to our very selves. Keeping parents sharp is not only about brain supplements. It's about giving them chances to live fully, to do small chores, to talk, to connect every day. That is the true vitamin for memory. One no pill can ever replace. When we hear that 40% of seniors grow weaker within just 1 year of entering a nursing home, it's only natural to feel uneasy and wonder, what if that happens to me one day? The truth is, we still have the power to protect our bodies and minds, even in a restricted environment. The key lies in small everyday choices. First, never skip meals and pay attention to nutrition. If meals fall short, we can fill the gaps with simple extras. A cup of yogurt, a handful of almonds, a banana, apple. These little foods may seem small, but they provide strength that keeps the body from wasting away. Second, Don't stay still for too long. Just standing up to stretch, walking a few laps down the hallway, or doing some gentle joint rotations in place is enough to keep blood flowing, joints flexible, and the mind alert. Third, keep the mind active. Aging doesn't mean sitting idle. Reading a few pages of a book, working on a crossword, keeping a journal, or simply sharing an old memory with a roommate, all of these are workouts for the brain that help preserve memory. Fourth, don't choose silence. If you feel sad or lonely, speak up. Share with the staff, or call your children and grandchildren. Sometimes just hearing a familiar voice is enough to warm the heart. And finally, the most important truth: aging is not the end. This can be a time to slow down and find joy in the simplest of things: a warm cup of tea, a favorite old song, or a cherished photo frame. At this stage of life, health isn't only in the doctor's hands. It rests in the choices we make every single day. Science and daily life both remind us of this. Medicine can heal the body, but love and joy are what keep us young and alive. Studies show that older adults who feel cared for, who live in an environment filled with laughter, often have stronger immune systems, healthier hearts, and sharper memories. It's no wonder people say, a smile can add years to your life. But joy doesn't always have to come from others. It can begin right within ourselves. A song from our youth can take us back in time. A family photo can warm an entire afternoon. Sharing a childhood story can light up the spirit like a small lamp in the dark. Yes, even when our bodies aren't what they once were, we still have the right to choose joy too. Joy doesn't need to be grand. It can be as simple as watching flowers bloom in the yard, or calling an old friend we haven't spoken to in years. The most important thing is to never believe that old age is only about waiting. On the contrary, it can be the season of truly savoring the little things. And those little things are what give golden years their true value. We've now looked at the hidden truths of nursing homes. From industrial meals lacking nutrition, to quiet loneliness, reduced movement, fading memory, and care delivered more by procedure than by heart. And above all, we've faced the sobering number. 40% of seniors decline rapidly within 1 year of entering a facility. But that number isn't here to frighten us. It's a reminder. There is so much we can still do to avoid becoming part of that 40%. Eat well, move daily, keep the mind busy, speak out instead of staying silent, and most of all, nurture love every day. At this stage of life, the most precious gift isn't material wealth. It's presence. A meal with family, a hug, an old story told once more. Sometimes those are more powerful than any prescription. If you're watching this today, I ask just one small favor. After the video ends, take a few minutes to call your children, your grandchildren, or an old friend. Because sometimes, one short conversation is enough to make the heart feel alive again. If you've found this video helpful, please hit the subscribe button. Not just to support us, but so you don't miss the next stories about health, about family, about finding peace in our golden years. And before we close, I'd like to hear from you. In your view, what's the single most important thing for staying healthy and happy in old age? Leave your thoughts in the comments below. Who knows, your words might bring comfort and inspiration to thousands of others. I wish you all good health, peace, and joy in every day to come.